to literally.
A realignment to specialization and long-term success should be rewarded more over short-term, but how can you legislate that? I mean, maybe we're on the road to it. So eventually, if the conservatives continue their plan, what you really have to do is you have to radically rethink how people view like freedom and freedom of speech. And conservatives have kind of hit on this, but the problem is they lie about it. Like conservatives say they want free speech, but they don't. They just want to abuse free speech until they can ban all the opposing voices. And then at some point people realize like, oh, wow, well, maybe being able to edit speech or edit the freedoms we have actually helps us in some ways. And then if the right falls over and then new people come up, then people have like radically reformed views on what it means to have freedoms or like how we should guide behavior or whatever. And then maybe from there people rethink things or something. I don't know. But having like an unlimited set of things before you at any point in time and then assuming that people make the best choices probably isn't like the most fulfilling way to live life. So
Apparently this is super obvious to literally everyone but them, but all of the Democrats protesting during the State of the Union by wearing a pink situation and holding up their little signs is the exact same energy, but 100 times worse, as all of those celebrities singing Imagine during COVID, living in their mansions and shit. That is what that's giving. It's the same exact energy as reading in your history book that, oh, the politicians who were against Hitler, well, they decided to try to stop him by showing up to his speech and all wearing purple hats. Do you hear how stupid that sounds? Protest is not for you. Protest is for the people. We have to engage in acts of protest and speech and symbolism and rebellion in order to have our voices heard. If we are protesting what the government is doing, you are the government. You are the government, the ones we voted in to do what we need and to protect our democracy and values. And
fuck. True. Signs weren't a bad idea. Fuck. Oh my God, you're so right. Signs were not a bad idea. The problem was what was on the signs, which were soy messages. If all the signs would have been like this, I would have been okay with them. I would have been, you know what? Fucking A, dude. Hold those signs up. I would have been fine with it. Fuck. You're absolutely right. From Foo and DGG chat. True.
And rights. You are the person we're talking to. You protesting in there is just talking at each other. You're talking at the problem and then still sitting for it and acknowledging that it has power and just shrugging and wearing a pink fucking jacket. That shit pisses me off beyond reason. And them saying, well, we don't have any power to do, we can't, well, what are we supposed to? Trump and Elon, 90% of the things that they have done, they also do not legally have the power to do, but they've been doing it anyway.
Because they won the election for president. I will not take any of these fucking people seriously until they admit that you have to vote for the candidate. You have to vote. You have to vote. If you do not vote, your voice doesn't matter. Take a long walk off a short cliff. Your voice does not matter. Nothing you say and nothing you do matters if you are not willing to go out and vote for the candidate. If you do not vote, it doesn't matter.
Following the...
Where did you hear that she didn't vote? I don't know. I'm just tired of hearing these things over and over and over. Where? Link the chart. Link to the chart. I need this in real life so I can point to the chart of the Democrats don't do anything. People get mad at the Democrats. People blame the Democrats for everything. People don't vote for the Democrats. And then like Democrats don't have a majority in either house. Then Democrats don't do anything. Then people get mad at it. Like, I need that. Point. Give me the chart again. If any of these videos ever... Does this person not advocate that? I don't know. Let's hear. Do you think she does? Find her channel for me. Because I never hear these people say, hey, guys, we have to vote. We have to vote.
Rule book, holding tight to those rules and whatever, isn't this moral high ground that you're taking. You're not better for it. You're actually worse. Because the rule book in and of itself, our Constitution and our rule of law and our system of governments in and of itself hinges upon the fact that none of y'all would have let this shit happen. If this shit is happening, of course our principles of democracy are not going to work properly because no one on their side is going to follow the rules. So you just holding on to the rule book and saying, well, we're getting dunked on the House, but I'm going to wear a pink shirt. That's fucking useless.
I don't even think you're disagreeing with her. It sounds like she wants Democrats to cause more upheaval and get kicked out. The problem is that earlier, listen, I agree that Dems should have fucking gotten kicked out. I said that. We tweeted that. The issue that I'm having is...
signs, all of those celebrities singing Imagine during COVID, living in their imagery as reading against Hitler by showing up to his speech and all wearing purple. Protest is not for you.
Hold on.
Protest is for the people. We have to engage in acts of
protest
and speech
and
symbolism and rebellion in order to have our voices heard. If we are protesting what the government is doing, you are the government. You are the government. The ones we voted in to do what we need.
The ones we voted in, she kind of has it there, but I never hear these people say, if you're protesting, if you want your voice to be heard, you have to vote. You need to vote. If they don't win majorities, there's nothing they can do. They can like protest more for media stuff, but like right now, and I agree in principle, I agree that our people should be like getting arrested and getting kicked out for sure. But there's no reason to think that that's actually going to change anything. They've just become activists at this point, which is fine. I think that's good. I think our lawmakers should become activists, but all they can do are be activists. All they can do is activism. That's all they can do because they don't have any.
And to protect our democracy and values and rights. You are the person we're talking to. You on the House, but I'm going to wear a pink shirt. That's fucking useless. Actively disrupting a fascist regime requires that you play outside of the rules.
Yeah, but the regime hasn't gotten power through fascism. Ironically enough, it's gotten power through the same democracy that you're asking people to utilize to overturn the current system. Like, that's the issue.
Y'all need to start doing that because all of you just honoring this system of governance that is not happening anymore, that doesn't exist anymore, because you're thinking that, oh.
Do you disagree that Republicans were being more effective at being disruptive in the minority? No, I don't think Republicans, I think that's a myth. I might have even sold that myth a bit on my stream. I go back and forth on it just because I'm so irritated from the political thing. But no, Republicans are able to disrupt when they have majorities. McConnell was not able to block every single fucking thing Obama did because he had a minority and they were just unified on fucking over the on fucking over Democrats. But it's because they were able to get majorities in Congress. That's what gave them the power to do what they did. That's what gave them the power to disrupt so much.
Oh, well, democracy will just like get itself out of it. That's not what's going to happen. Rules of law and the Constitution do not account for you allowing a hostile takeover. Bar for bar, honest to God, if you look it up from the 1930s, how Hitler took over the government, sitting in that room and...
I followed this woman on TikTok for a while. She's never come off as a both sides bad, voting does nothing person. I'm at work, so I can look for examples one way or another, but I like this one. Your point is, okay, sure. You might be right. I mean, I haven't seen a ton of her content. So she could be a pro-voter person, in which case, that's base.
Pretending that this all still works is absolutely dignifying something that has lost all legitimacy. Sitting there and following the fucking rules and voting for shit that you're gonna fucking lose on, even though it's taking away the rights and dignities and money and everything, economic policy, everything. Our country is going to shut the fuck down in 1 year.
I don't know why. I didn't look this up and I don't know, but Trump said it in his speech. Is it true that every single Democrat voted to confirm Rubio? I almost feel like every single cabinet pick should have been every single Democrat, giving them the big down vote.
I don't think people realize how bad it's going to get. Okay? Trump threatening to fire all of the lawyers and judges who disagree with him, saying they're going to be investigated. The American Bar Association having to release a statement saying, fuck, like we are holding the line.
Oh, 99 voted for Rubio. Okay.
We are bipartisan, but what the fuck? Like, this is really bad. You cannot, this is what we do. Trump saying, oh, the judicial branch is not allowed, lawyers and judges are not allowed to tell the executive branch what the laws mean, when that's literally
true.
What our jobs are. That's the job description of what the judicial branch is. Acknowledging that the institution is...
Oh, careful. What our jobs are, you're an attorney, okay? Not a judge. Careful.
...is broken, requires acting outside of it now. But no one is willing to do that. And it's honestly embarrassing and disgusting. Wearing a different color shirt and holding up a little sign. Enough.
I do think they should have all gotten arrested. Somebody says she gives a pro voting.
Hi guys, I just made these Pumpkinspice snickerdoodle cookie mix. Okay, amazing. Trader Joe's has their pumpkin stuff out. I made it vegan because I am vegan. If y'all didn't know that, I'm amazing. I made these on my live today because like I love going live. Vote for Kamala Harris. Register to vote. And
Based queen. Never mind. I retroactively approve of every single thing that she said in the last video. A very good speech from yesterday of a French senator about the U.S.-Russia situation. 8 minutes long. We listened to that whole speech, and it was very based. Okay. Keep listening. The next sentence was, vote for Kamala Harris if you want the genocide to continue and you hate Palestine. No, I'm just kidding. This just would have been, it would have been so... I'm just saying if I'm just, maybe Hakeem knows something that I don't. Like imagine like every 2 minutes, another Democrat was shouting at Trump until, and it should be over something meaningful. Like pick policy positions and shout at him. About defunding Medicare, about abandoning Ukraine, about pardoning J6ers, about... God, fuck, I was losing my mind last night. Oh my God, just looking at so much random shit. The Vyvanse arc over the last year and a half has just made me hate all of these conversations so much more. It's just like, it's so fucking stupid. And I don't even think I've gotten that much smarter. My research ability has gotten better, and I've followed more news. But I just think the general conversation has gotten even worse. It's just so horrible. I can't believe. What, like, bro.
Overseen by
11 and a half hours. Donald Trump has not answered a single fucking question about any of his conduct. It's just not even, these two parties are not even remotely on the same level of competency. It's just insane. Thoughts on the 10 Democrats who voted to censure Al Green? I don't know. Do they need a majority to do it? Do they need their votes? I'm okay with like some symbolic votes for people to hold their districts. Like if the House was going to censure him anyway, no matter what, and there are Dems who are like in super purple districts or red districts, then I don't care that much about it. But just imagine like every 2 minutes, like a Dem getting kicked out during this speech. All right, where were we?